Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 24 of Kleines Land, or Kleines Land. We're gonna get our harvester unloaded here. I didn't put my speed up when I loaded in, darn it. Get that fixed up. There we go, okay. Up in this guy. I'm starting to fertilize here, because we're gonna fertilize, throw down some, I believe this needs lime, doesn't it? That was the plan? Yeah, we'll fertilize it, throw down lime, then when we seed it, we can re-fertilize it with the seeder, so it'll make more sense. But yeah, so what I'm going to keep doing here, I'm going to keep working. I just want to bring you guys back in to kind of check in as far as where we're at. Where'd our, assuming it didn't just disappear. Yeah, okay, just it didn't render in. I was like, where did our greenhouse go? But it's still out there. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to keep working on getting the canola harvest done, just kind of off camera. Get all this done, squared away. And actually, are there any contracts sowing? Just some sowing ones. I'm not going to knock any sowing ones out. Barley in field 8. Where's field 8 at? Up there. No, that's a ways to get our seeder at. Sowing field 9. 9's over there. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to keep working on getting this stuff done off camera. And then when it's time to harvest our amazing and glorious sugar beets over here. Let's put grass on here so we can see everything. When it's time to harvest these amazing, glorious sugar beets, I will bring you guys back in. And we'll go from there. And I'm also working on cutting the grass right now, so we'll get all that done. But yeah, I'll see you guys here in just a little bit. All right, welcome back everyone. So sugar beets are ready if we go on the map here, but our soy field we bought is not ready yet. So anyhow, what are you gonna do? Not a lot. Yeah, so we have a couple things we ran into here. So first off, I did do a couple of contracts. Is there any other? Oh yeah, we probably should take, we need more money, so we're going to take all these fertilizing contracts on. And yeah, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 grand. So that'll be helpful for us. We'll send our fertilizer guy around to do it. Actually, I might use him for the beets. I might use the field boss for the fertile. Yeah, we'll do that. I think we're going to use this guy for the sugar beets. So let's go grab some equipment. We need to go buy some equipment, obviously, for this job here. So we're going to go get some equipment for our sugar beet harvest. And then hopefully our other stuff is ready to go. Now, another note, we do have canola. We harvested all of our canola. We have 25,100 liters in storage because we're full. We got 2,000 off the oats. I don't know if I mentioned in the last episode or not. And we have like another 3,000 or 4,000 in a trailer. So our trailer still has stuff in it, which is going to be a bit of a pain for sugar beet type stuff here in a bit. But yeah, you have to buy a little bit more lime as well. You can see a pallet there. But let's go ahead and go in the store. We talked about a lot of this. Let's make sure there's nothing in here that's sugar beet specific. That's a potato deal there, but yeah, nothing. We're probably gonna look at getting a, I know we talked about it, probably gonna look at, I haven't read the comments yet from the last episode. We're probably gonna look at getting ourselves a, not whatchamacallit, what am I trying to say here? A wheel loader, there we go, wheel loader. We're probably gonna get this guy right here, it's only 8 grand to buy. I think that'll be more than sufficient for what we need. But let's take a look. All right, so sugar beet stuff in here. We need to get some sugar beet stuff. So, we need a halum topper. Is that the cheapest halum topper? Crazy. I mean, that's the harvester we're gonna use. So we're gonna grab that guy. We'll leave it red. That'll be fine. Buy that. And then maybe we just lease the halum topper. We're not gonna need 856. I mean, I guess. Eventually, that's just so expensive for a halum topper. Was it 16.8 is the base price? I guess it is, huh? Is it 16.8 out there? Yeah, it is. Okay, thought I was losing my mind. Gosh, 16.8 does seem like a lot of money for it. So if we lease it, 856 a year to lease it, because there's no way we're gonna use more than an hour. 856 a year to lease it. I mean, we're not going to be in here for 16 years, so I think we'll just lease it every time. I think that'll just make more sense because we're not going to have this game save for 16 years. So we'll grab this, and I'm assuming this guy will have enough power to pull this. So we'll see here. This guy needs actually some repair. We might want to we'll actually do that while we're here as well. Oh yeah, that guy's lifting it no problem. It seems like he also has a front weight on the front there, so it seems to be helping. We will. That's right. It's weird about that. I don't know why the workshop tower is not working. Just repair him now. There we go. Pretty cheap to repair him, so there we go. I don't remember how many hours this had on it when we bought it, but we have used it quite a bit. I do like this tractor quite a bit, so. Okay, and all of our hay has all been picked up and put into storage, which actually, I don't even know how much hay we have in storage now. Probably plenty for a while. Yeah, 190,000 liters of hay, so we're probably not going to even do any hay next year. I don't know. We might do silage off that field, or might... I don't know if I want to get rid of the grass, per se. That's kind of a bit of a commitment, but... yeah, so we'll see what we get off of this field as far as sugar beets are concerned. But it should work out just fine for us. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. Well, anyhow, I probably will actually just do this by hand. I'm probably going to put this on a little time lapse and bring you guys back in after. So we get the sugar beets harvested, but this is kind of what we're after today. I'll probably put this on a time lapse and then, I don't know. Let's do a little bit here, because I do want to get, the trick is with like time-lapse type stuff, I will put a time-lapse on for the harvest and stuff here in a second, but the problem with time-lapses is, and that was that, we got the faster sugar beet harvest, right? Yeah, 6 miles an hour, right? Yeah, versus this one was 3. I really wanted to try that one, but, I mean, 3 is probably more realistic, but that's okay, we're just trying to get stuff done. But yeah, I want to get a good thumbnail shot of us doing some sugar beets on here, because that's kind of what is the whole premise here. So this case is going to make the thumbnail headlines again, so to speak. Let's get a nice zoomed in shot here of him working. That's a good shot right there. Let's go ahead and turn, oh, we can leave that on there. There we go, right there. Let's get that. Boom. You guys know what the thumbnail's going to, well, actually the thumbnail might be this way. That might be a good one as well. Do a couple there. Now we have a couple options for my thumbnail. Beautiful. We'll turn that off. There we go. Okay, so yeah, now what I will do is I'll turn that off there, but I will do a time lapse here, and I'll bring you guys back in. I will probably just keep rolling right through onto getting the sugar beets harvested out of the field and everything like that. So I'll see you guys here in just a bit.
What you're putting in, all your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Things in be conscious. Different things in different ways. There must be more to the reason why we do it all for love. There must be more for a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way. Has got to come my has got to come my way.
All right, welcome back in, everyone. I'm just getting ready to head over and start working on some fertilizing contracts. We're probably going to wrap up the episode soon. And by soon, I mean like within 5-10 minutes or so or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, I wanted to talk about a couple things. So first off, you guys saw we bought the wheel loader. You saw I actually had to put a break in the time lapse because the crops were too wet to harvest, so we had to wait for that. But that actually worked out pretty well. It did take me about 40 minutes to do that harvest is what it took about. So it took a lot of time, but the main thing I'm thinking about doing is adding in a BGA mod. So why a BGA mod? Well, if we add in a BGA mod, we probably can get a BGA that's going to take our sugar beets for $450 per 1,000 liters. The problem is it's going to be quite expensive to get it initially, if that makes sense. Now, right now, obviously, we're going to do our mini new ones. Nope. Okay. Mini contracts that we have on various fields for fertilizing. We're heading out here to do that. You can't cut across over there. There's some sort of map edge collision in this like weird triangle area here. But anyhow, yeah, so yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, to be honest with you guys. I'm thinking about adding a BGA in. Let me know in the comments if you guys think we should do that or not. We need an answer. If you guys are very strongly opposed, then maybe we won't do that. But yeah, anyhow, it did work out very well. We did get what we needed done. And actually, our volume's probably turned way down. But yeah, there we go. There we go. Now you actually can hear what we're doing. But anyhow, yeah, so thought about that. I did buy another fertilizer pallet, so our money went down from that as well. So our money's a little bit low right now, but we also have all of our canola and stuff to sell, which we actually need to look at and see. So canola, we need about 987 for, so I'm gonna write that down, 987. Soy, well, actually let's do oats here next. Oats about 930, and we do have soy, not yet, but we will once we harvest our field that we bought, theoretically speaking. So where's soybeans? Right there. So 1778. Wow. Okay, well, that one's gonna be tough to hit. We're probably not gonna be hitting that one for a while, but if we can sell our canola at 987, so about 1,000 per 1,000 liters, we'll get about probably almost 30 grand, probably close to like $25,000 to $28,000, which would be very helpful for us. So we get $25,000 to $28,000 for that. Plus what we're getting here is another 10 grand here, so that'll put us up to about, I don't know, about in the bank, what, 28 plus 10, so 38 plus 7, so 45-ish thousand. Now, we can probably get a BGA for that price, and then we can sell our sugar beets off, which I think we probably got about 10 loads of 5,000 liters, so if we think 10 times 5, so about 50 loads of 1,000, so about 50,000 liters, actually really good. We multiply that by 450, that's about 22 grand sitting over there, so $22,000 a harvest, especially for that small field, is not anything to be, well, it's not anything low, that's for sure. We'll finish this up here, and then we'll look at our crop rotation planner, because we need to start planning ahead as far as what we're going to sell. And actually, let's check prices right now. Oats, we need to get up to 930, so not quite. Canola, 937. Canola's getting close. So if canola gets a little bit higher, we'll probably sell the canola off. Soy's nowhere near anything. I don't know if that's actually like an... Are you done? Okay, there we go. So let me drive. I think it hit the edge of the map there. That's why it wasn't letting me go forward. We're actually going to have this guy just drive for us over to field 8, because that'll be our next place that we're hitting. So we'll have him drive over there. I do like having the auto drive track. It is nice. Even though it's a small map, it's just nice. And that way I can chat a little bit and focus on a couple different things while he's driving. So, okay. So if we go into the seasons menu, by the way, the sheep are doing just fine. Obviously, we're taking care of them. They're doing great. They're making us a lot of money every year, so I'm pretty happy with them. Now, we know what we're doing over there for our fields. We just did canola, so we could do a cereal, which is probably what we'd have to kind of do. But what if we did... How bad would sugar beets do? Sugar beets would do terrible. Okay, so if we probably got to do a grain. Let's do... We're not gonna... Yeah, maybe just oats. You think? We do a round of oats, and then after oats, how would sugar beets do after that? 0.96 is a little bit better. Not great. Because it would be nice to do a big sugar beet harvest to actually make it worthwhile. So maybe if we did sugar beets in one field, and then we did another one as... Well, honestly, canola makes sense, but we could also do sunflowers. Soy doesn't look good, so maybe canola again. I know we keep doing canola, but that's because this just kind of works out. You know, cereal, oilseed, cereal, oilseed. Seems to work really well. Cereal root works okay with the oats not being great, but yeah, so that's not too bad there. 1.08 on that. So the sugar beets won't be as high of a yield as we got this last time, which actually we can hop out of here real quick. This guy's about to get where we need to go. So we'll stop him, because this is one of our fields right here we need to get working on. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should we do one of these fields out? And actually, we need to take a look at this field. Let's hop down here and take a look at this field, because we need to know... Let me get my bearings here. We need to know... So this isn't ready to harvest yet, but... So yeah, it's still growing. So before previous is cereal, so it's cereal fallow. Oh, actually they did cereal fallow soy. So we'll do that over here. They did cereal fallow, and then they did soy. That's actually be a really good harvest of soy. Now, what can we do after this? What's the sugar beets on this? It can't be that bad. Sugar beets is 1. So maybe we do sugar beets on this field, actually, is what we'll probably end up doing. And then this we can stick with our canola over here. So we'll do oats and then canola, and then we'll do sugar beets next time around, because that's all the same round there. That'll work out really well for us, I think, actually. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do canola on... So essentially, we'll do canola on these two fields next time. Or not canola, sorry. We'll do oats on these two fields next time, because we just did canola. And then we will do sugar beets next time on this field. Obviously, this one will be sugar beets. Now, it's a huge sugar beet harvest, but I think that it will pay off dividends for us as far as getting money we need, as long as we do a BGA. If we're not going to do a BGA, I don't think we'll do that. We'll do some other crop. But if we do a BGA that's going to pay us $4.50 per 1,000 liters for sugar beets, I think that'll end up being worth it in the long run. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. So yeah, you guys seem to be enjoying the series so far, which is good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it still. As far as purchases go, I think we need to start getting some farm buildings, but I think if we're going to keep doing sugar beets long term, we're probably going to want a crop storage facility for it. So I did think, and I know I talked a little bit about this, I'm thinking doing this with, so that's what, $7,500 plus if we do, where is it? This silo extension here, which also does sugar beets, 160. So that would get us a decent amount of sugar beet storage. That's actually still not a lot for sugar beets, but and that'd be a good silo extension. And then we also could do that, and then we could still build over on that farm. That's not a bad grain silo there. We could still have this grain silo there. I don't like that one because it doesn't hold a lot. Or we could do like this grain silo, like do a grain silo like similar to this, and then put those in there, because I think those would fit well with what we got going on, and this might be easier to use. This one actually wouldn't be bad either, this $15,000 one. It holds all the things that we need it to hold. And this one's just a little small, I think, as far as getting into it. That doesn't actually, yeah, it holds a little bit more, but not much. But that I think might make it. We'll take a look out and see how big it is out and about. And then our hayloft can stay where it's at, because we'll keep running our everything we got going on over there. But yeah, so the other thing, if we are going to get a BGA, we will probably invest in, I'm thinking, because I've never used one, I was thinking one of these tire ones, but actually this one, that's probably plenty. If we get like a bunker silo like that and then put this grass in it, plus we also will probably end up buying, well, another grass field at some point, because we have other grass fields still out and about to buy. So these are grass fields we could buy as well. Because our goal to essentially what we need to accomplish, we need to buy every chunk of land. So I know this is forestry, 70 grand for that. That forestry, it's forestry, that's a parking area, but this we don't have to worry about buying. So we have 70, 39, 76, 190, 117, 191, 134, 143. We have a lot of expensive land left. We want to buy all the different land chunks and stuff like that. Now this is only 71 actually, and we could sell all that off. This guy's just gonna keep going. I like it. So yeah, we're doing good. We're making progress. But let me know what you guys think or your thoughts are on all this stuff, because I want to make sure we're doing good things, get stuff done the way we need to. But I think for now we'll probably wrap up this episode. We're getting these fertilizing contracts done. Harvest season is almost over. We just have to wait for that to be ready to harvest, essentially. Now the other thing is we could take out loans and do some stuff like that. There's no limit to loans or anything for us. We're farming this whole chunk of the land right here, which does seem like a fair amount of work, but I think we can extend it a little bit more. And I want to accomplish that. This is episode 24. I would like to accomplish everything we need to accomplish in the next 6 to 7 episodes, if possible. Now, we may not accomplish everything because Farm Sim 22 will come out, and it just kind of is, you know, we want to get done what we can get done. So we may not own everything by that point. Honestly, I would rather avoid buying like these little chunks of land through here. Well, maybe not the grass fields because those actually might help us out, but maybe avoid buying these and this field 9 because it's too far away, and just even if we locked in all of the land around here, I would be pretty happy with our accomplishments. Because when we first set out to buy all the land on this field, when we first started this map, this was all the land there was. All of this land that's out here on the peripheral out here, and these fields out here were not part of the original map. So if we buy all this, I would actually be pretty happy and satisfied and say we've accomplished most of what we needed to accomplish, if not the whole thing. So that's kind of what I got going on for you guys. But seriously, you're done? You don't want to keep going? Anyhow, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.